Welcome back. The new chairman of the House Investigations Committee is Darrell. This week he was flat out about his plans. Issa told Politico, I want 7 hearings a week times 40 weeks. Well, do the math. That's 280 a year, triple the number the Democrats held the last Congress. Kelly, this guy's loaded for bear. And I'm looking at the history books, and both parties do it. But the Republicans, they come in after World War II, House on Un-American Activities Committee, then Joe McCarthy. They got Bill Clinton on the ropes with Whitewater. Then they had the impeachment hearings. They seem to love that subpoena power. Are they going to go? What are they going to do with it this year? Are they going to do pass tax cuts or investigate?
People around Issa say that that was not a literal number, that he was responding to a question, and he doesn't really think it'll be 280, so we'll have to watch and keep the math on that. But they say they're going to focus more on consumer-oriented things, like stuff at the FDA, recalls, a lot of that kind of stuff. They say not so much on things like you might expect, like did Joe Sestak really get a deal from the White House?
Are we to believe that this guy has been, to use a British term, randy, to get that gavel, to get that subpoena power so that he can do toys
well,
from
but if
China?
you start off with consumer issues and you sort of build a little, I'm not too hot-tempered yet.
Okay, I wonder, isn't he hot to get the Blagojevich thing stirred up again, go after Rahm Emanuel on these deals?
It's interesting that his best quotes come in response to questions. There was a strong tonal change when the election happened. Before, he was on Rush Limbaugh in response to a question called Obama one of the most corrupt presidents, corrupt administrations, blah, blah, blah. After the election, he backpedaled and said, well, I really shouldn't have said that, blah, blah, blah. I think Darrell Issa is a smart guy, for one thing.
Why does he want that subpoena power? Why does he want to investigate? Is this the chance to make himself a big national hero?
He never saw a camera he didn't like. For one thing, it's going to get attention. Another way is you do have leverage. But if he goes off the Tea Party end, or the Fox News end, if you will, going after the new Black Panther Party, for example, which is a dead end, believe me, instead of the consumer route, something like that the average person can relate to, he's going to do damage.
I think John Boehner is well aware of the overreach that occurred in the 90s.
He's already talked about it.
He's already talked about it.
He's
very well aware of it. They've studied the 90s. They know, they're not coming into this.
That's what
right. They're aware of the mistakes that were made and
why is Issa talking the way? It's because I believe these politicians, when they actually promise they're going to do something in the near term, they tend to know they have to do it.
Well, he is going to come out. He's going to come out firing, but it's not going to be on the new Black Panther Party.
Well, we're talking about the voter intimidation in Philadelphia.
What he's going to do, my understanding, having talked to him about this a little bit, is that he's going to go after big government. It's all going to be about waste in government, corruption in government. Look at government. Government's terrible. The Obama government's wasting all your money, and if we could only reduce the government, get rid of all this corruption, then there'll be more jobs for people. Well, that's how Boehner is trying to fit it into the narrative.
But if you might worry the Republicans and the Democrats is that during the campaign, as we're all reminding ourselves here, he did say, I'm going after former President Bill Clinton. I am going to find out whether there was a job offer.
I'm sure there will be that, too, but that's not going to be the first thing out of the box.